Hello there, fellow travellers. My name is Reback, and I'm joining Chippy and Vertek at the Golden Feather. Come on in, grab a seat, and let's share tales of adventure.
But of course, the most important topic is going to be our bard this week. So, Reback, what have you been up to? It's been a little while since we last had you on, and are you still anticipating Ashes of Creation?
Yes, thank you very much. It has been a long time. To be honest, it's been quite a while since I was properly creating again. But I've not kind of fallen out of scope with what's going on in the community, as well as Ashes that I'm really excited for. There's loads of other like in development games that I'm always trying to keep an eye on, and I think where Ashes has been in the last like 6 months is really exciting, and anybody who's been following the development should be super excited for it. So that's one of the main reasons I've stayed where I am, and I'm still anticipating it, definitely.
That's fair. Have you been keeping up with Ashes? Like, have you seen the most recent live streams and stuff?
Yes, I have, and Node Wars was pretty mind blowing. I'm not gonna lie. I think it was amazing to see where it is, even compared to a year ago from their live streams. It's night and day. It's amazing.
Yeah, I would agree. I feel like watching Vladis rewatch through all the old 2017 videos, you see a very big difference after Maggie has joined, but also you it's not like it's gotten worse, it's just gotten different. Like, you previously saw like this very casual, chill environment within the studio, and now it's a really nice and well polished stream. Both are good, but there have definitely been comments of people missing like that really chill vibe. Um, Out of the things that you've been keeping up with, is there anything that you are very excited to test for Alpha 2? And do you have access to Alpha 2?
No, unfortunately, I don't have access to Alpha 2. As I was sort of explaining beforehand, I'm going to be a father in August. So when we found out about that, the kind of priorities slipped, and it was December. It was the last chance to get involved. And I thought, most likely going to have to put that money somewhere else. So no, I'm not going to be directly involved, but I'm going to be soaking up every piece of content I possibly can.
Right.
I think the most thing I'm excited for is to see how the game's going to start and how people are going to kind of roam into the world of Era and actually what they're going to do to start with. Thank you very much, Oracle. But that's why I think I'm most excited. It's not necessarily a particular game system. It's not a particular like combat style. It's how people are going to step into the world and then make their own story. And I just feel like Ashes is the only MMO that's going to give people that ability to create a brand new story. You can go to one content creator to the other and it'll be completely different. And that's what excites me the most.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah, it's gonna be a whole lot of stuff to cover between all the different servers and all the different areas of servers, the different levels of politicking, and
yes,
oh man, it's gonna be bananas.
It is, and seeing how some other games have done it in the past, Ash is a whole different ball game. I just can't wait. I really cannot wait to see that kind of narrative storytelling.
Yeah, I agree.
So what do you think is going to be, what would you predict to be the most popular type of content to make? And do you think you're going to be a part of that because you think it's going to be amazing and fantastic? Or do you think you're just going to kind of like blaze your own trail regardless of what's the popular thing because it's so hype and people are super into it?
Great question. That's going to give me a couple of seconds to think on that one. I don't know. I think I'm really looking forward to seeing like content around combat. He says, being probably one of the worst combat gamers in any game that I ever play. But I'm a big fan of the politics side of it, but also the tactical combat side of it. So if I'm going to be watching content, I'm going to want to watch mayors or like lieutenants and stuff leading forces into battle and strategies and all those kind of like, thought processes that are going into combat and these node wars. I just think all of that together is probably what I'm going to be watching the most. Now, me personally, I'm not skilled enough to do that. So I'm probably going to be that one person who's like, this is how you make some passive gold. What
Passive
about
gold.
yourselves?
Ooh. Oh man. Oh, turning the tables.
Yeah,
I didn't even think about a response. No. I think probably one of the more popular bits of content is really going to be people who are going to be covering after the fact node sieges. Like, there's going to be so much content thrown out every single time there's a siege, and everyone's going to jump on it. I mean, it's obviously not going to be the most frequent, but it's going to be the most talked about for sure. But the problem being is it's going to be a lot. I think a lot of content creators are going to do it after the fact. That they're going to be going into a siege, and they might be like, all right, guys, I'm going to be on a 30-minute delay here, so sorry. And then they'll come back after it's all said and done, and then they'll edit the video for YouTube. But I think honestly, a lot of ours is going to probably center around community stuff, just kind of like how we are right now. So we might cover the fact that there was a siege, and then we'll direct people to, some of the better videos that we saw covering it and the different perspectives and such like that.
I don't know. I also want there to be a segment where we talk about things that are happening, at least on our server. Oh my Lord. And just, things like what people are planning in terms of events. Like server events type stuff, community events, if people are trying to get people to do things across the server, just stuff like that. I think there were people that were organizing their own like PvP during Alpha 1, PvP matches and stuff like that, like going on little raids and stuff like that together. So I don't know. But definitely trying to be very community centric, what's happening within the community, who's like newer within the community, what the community is talking about or how the community feels about things, that kind of stuff. Very excited to see how that changes our content, because right now it's all speculation posts and response posts on Ash's forums and Reddit. So
yeah, to be honest, that content for you both is definitely sort of like a great direction, because Ashes is very community based. Like, we're getting into some of that as well later on. So I won't go into it too much, but yeah, I think it's going to be really well placed because, as I said earlier, it's going to be different for everybody. That includes servers. One server story is going to be completely different to another. So you bringing that together, I can't wait.
Yeah,
exciting times ahead for sure. And I think just playing the part of a tavern, the social center of things going on, I think that's probably going to be a big point that we're going to play up to, is trying to present like the news of the day type of thing. Like, hey, so we've heard these rumors about this stuff going on and that type of thing happening, and etc.
Yeah,
it'd be fun.
Yeah, I agree. Such a large community has no live game. I don't know too many games that have done this, right? I agree. Do you have any other questions?
Oh, plenty. So, where can everybody find you? Did you already push out the guest stuff here?
I can do that now.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right. So you think you're going to be more of live streaming stuff as you do content, or you're going to be doing more prepared videos? Do you think you're going to lean harder in one direction or another?
Yeah, I think videos is a better format for me. I like to have my live streams as just something that's sporadic, and something where people can just kind of drop in, see how I'm doing, and I see how they're doing. Whereas I feel like video content is a lot more structured, a lot more focused, and I prefer that for pushing regular content. He says after not doing content for a while, but yeah, when I'm back into it properly, that's definitely the direction I want to take.
It's all right. Everyone needs a little bit of refocus time, get some stuff handled, take care of other things, circle back around.
Absolutely.
All right. So, do you have a favorite archetype or class in mind?
I actually made a post on Reddit. The tank, I think, is going to be a favorite of mine. I just don't like the naming of the archetype personally, but yeah, it's probably going to be tank, or it may be a cleric. For me, I love a good healer or a tank. I'm just a support character, just
Okay.
secondary. I'm never a main character. I'm just a background character.
Okay.
But
Hey.
yeah, I'm really excited to see how the cleric generally, comes into the game. I feel like they can be quite diverse, and they're going to be obviously the best healer class. Class archetype. That was a horrible word to say. But yes, I'm those two. I'm really excited for, and the fact that we can blend them together might be where I sit. It might be completely useless to a party, but here we go.
Yeah, well, hey, that's all right. Hey, every movie needs a good supporting cast. So just like every party needs a good supporting class. See, it kind of even fits together. Cast, class, But no. Support stuff is very, very important, especially with Bard. And I guess since we don't know a whole lot about it, we could say maybe Summoner, because they're going to be flexing around every which way, kind of filling in whatever pothole needs to be filled for the group to drive correctly. And oh man, I'm in danger.
You are. People are really liking Vertex shirt right now.
I can see it. To be fair,
Oh my goodness,
it does look amazing.
Gonna have to make sure to not wear this to any conventions.
Right.
Just gonna see
Definitely
you
not
on the
wearing it to
news.
PAX West when we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man mauled at gaming convention.
Right. Jeez.
But yeah, so like you said, I think we're gonna be heading to PAX West, by the way, folks. So if anyone else is planning, we see you.
Or wants to plan.
Yeah, or wants to plan. Yeah. All right. Well, Revak, before we move into the main topics of the day, well, the side topics of the day, you're the main topic, but the side topics of the day. Do you have anything else you'd like to plug? Anything else you'd like to say during your spotlight?
No, I don't think so. Again, just thanks for having me on, and thanks to anybody who's taken a look at those links. Really appreciate just once again the opportunity to be on the podcast. I love it. It's great fun. So that's it. That's all I've got.
All right. Well, we definitely appreciate you coming over here.